Get a new car. You get to ride around with the president. Well, maybe not. But all in all, it sounds like a pretty good day, though, doesn't it? Pretty good, awesome moment that took place in Joseph's life. But I want to tell you something. This is a lot of times what people focus on. They focus on the award, and they say, see, Joseph became a winner. Because Joseph wound up on top. Joseph wound up the second in command in all of Egypt. He got all of this stuff. Joseph became a winner. Yay, Joseph. But I'm going to tell you something. Joseph was a winner way before that. Because again, it's the journey that makes the winner, not the awards in the end. So there's several things that I want to point out that Joseph did, or Joseph had to go through, that made him, helped him, shaped him into becoming a winner. And we're going to read some more scripture in Genesis chapter 37. It says Joseph's dreams. Jacob lived where his father had stayed, the land of... This is the account of Jacob. Joseph, a young man of 17, was tending the flocks with his brothers, the son of something and the sons of something, his father's wives, and he brought their father a bad report about... Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made a richly ornamented robe for him. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him and could not speak a kind word to him. Then Joseph had a... And when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field, when suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your... Gathered around, thanks Jenny. Mine, and bowed down to it. His brothers said to... Alright. His brother said to... Now I lost my place. That's funny. Alright, will you something? Alright, will you reign over us? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes. Will you actually rule us? And they hated him all the more because of his dream and what he had said. Then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. Listen, he said, I had another dream. And this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me. When he told his father as well as his brothers, his father rebuked him and said, what is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down to the ground before you? His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. So a few things for us to learn and kind of grasp tonight that will help us become a winner along the journey. Number one, Joseph told people his dreams. Alright, Tommy, kind of practical, kind of whatever. Yes, Joseph told people his dreams. Thank you very much. What's the next one? Now, here's the curious thing. If you ever try to tell someone your actual dreams, like while you're snoring at night, you try to tell them what's happening and it doesn't make any sense. You know, you're like, so, I went into my car, and then all of a sudden I opened the door and then there was the ocean, and then I went swimming, and then I woke up and I was on top of the Eiffel Tower, and then all of a sudden, I mean, when you share people your dreams, you sometimes look just like a flat-out idiot. It's like, okay, thank you very much, you know, next please. It's sometimes humbling to share people your dreams because even to yourself, they don't make any sense. But I will tell you something, when it comes to your dreams, not just dreams in bed, but dreams while you're dreaming for life, if you somehow can't muster up the strength and the ability to share it with anyone, chances are they'll never come to pass. If you can't ever muster up enough strength and enough courage within yourself to say, you know what, Pastor Tommy, I got this dream that I'm going to go to St. Cloud State, we're going to start a Bible club, and there's going to be 200 people there. You see, fear will keep you from sharing that with me because you might be of the opinion that I would say, well, good luck. I know that's going to happen. You know St. Cloud State's like the biggest party school in Minnesota, don't you? Sometimes those things keep people from sharing their dreams. because it might not make sense to them and they don't think it's going to make sense to anyone else, so they don't bother to share it. And right there is where some people lose sight of their dreams, lose the ability to accomplish their dreams. And it's also right there where some people move on to the next step. Second thing Joseph had to do, he had to hold on to his dream. You see, whenever the time comes for you to actually share what your dreams are, your future, your goals for what you will be next year, 10 years from now, you will always have people that will come up to you and say, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Some of you guys are like, yep, in about 6 years, I'm going to be married and have 2 kids. One of your friends are like, do you know how ugly you are? Have you had a girlfriend in your life? That's probably not going to happen for you. When it comes to your dreams, there's going to be no shortage of people that will try to come against it. When it comes to your goals and the things you want to accomplish in life, there will never be a shortage of people that will tell you you can't do that. It's not possible. And the reason why I know that, the reason why you know it, is because we've all been there. We've all had that happen. I remember in Sunday school, growing up, I could bring you to the exact room, the exact place I was sitting, tell you who the teacher was. His name was John. He had us go around the room in Sunday school, sharing what our dreams and goals are. Got to me, and I was all excited. I'm going to be a professional basketball player. And I want to tell you, this is not junior high or high school. This is like, 11 years old or something like that. I'm going to be a professional basketball player. John comes to me in Sunday school, out loud, and says, Tommy, that's ridiculous. Do you know that there's kids in the inner city of Milwaukee and Madison and Chicago and New York? They can play way better than you. It is not possible. You're not going to make it in Sunday school. I mean, if there's any place where someone's dreams and goals should be built on and be encouraged, shouldn't it be this place called church? This place called Sunday school? And in Sunday school, I got my dreams bashed. As parents, some of you have the privilege to be a parent, and some of you have yet to be there yet. One of the fun things as parents is you get to ask, so what do you want to be when you grow up? We always have that conversation where, I want to be the President of the United States. Honey, you're a girl. I don't think it's going to happen for you. Or how many of us guys growing up, we wanted to be Maverick on Top Gun, right? The guy got the girl, he got to fly jets, drive motorcycles, and he won in the end. Maverick and Top Gun, that was it. But I'll tell you what happens as parents. We want to, engage our kids, ask them what their dreams are, but I want you to be careful. Because oftentimes what happens is their ability to dream bigger than we can, oftentimes makes us demean them. Their ability to dream higher and dream bigger than we ever can, sometimes builds up this thing within us because we don't want to see them let down. We don't want them to get their hopes up and then all of a sudden someday it doesn't work out. But I want to tell you something. These little gymnast girls, they got to go to the gym at like 4 in the morning before school. They're like in 3rd grade. Go to the gym at 4 in the morning before school. And I think to myself, those parents are probably the ones that tell their girls they can make it to the Olympics. And you know what? Those are the girls that do. So as a parent, as an aunt or an uncle, when the little boy comes to you and says, I want to make it in the NBA, you tell him they can. When the little boy that comes and doesn't have one foot, he wants to play professional soccer, you tell him he can. Because I believe he can. Got to be able to hold on to your dreams. Joseph tells people his dreams. His brothers shoot him down. His mother and father shoot him down.